Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about problem number 3 of USACO 2022 US Open Contest, Platinum level. This is actually an easier problem. Basically, use double index. If you look at this year's US Open, problem 1 is probably the most difficult. 2 or 3 are relatively easy. So what is this problem? You basically have an array of numbers, from 1 to n, and then you get a set of sequence, right? So means from one number to another number, you want to go up or you want to go down. And then you get, and you want to find out the maximum subsequence of this to match this strip, right? So for example, if you look at the first example, right? So we have 1, 5, 3, 4, 2. And then you have, so up, that's match, down, that match, up, that match, down, that match. Okay, so that means you can have 4 of them that match. Then you look at the other example. So you have up, up, and down, down. So what you can do, this to this is up, this to this is up, this to this is down. There's another down you cannot match. So the maximum you can match is 3. So how do we solve this problem? If you look at the official solution, frankly, is kind of complicated. Okay, so the way to think about it is this is basically a twist of the longest substring sequence, right? If you think about, for example, let's take this problem as an example, okay? So you have 1, 5, 3, 4, 2. And I want to have up, 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 down, down. This is what I want, okay? So how about I start from, let's say I insert a 0 in the front, okay? I put a up in the front and just to match, make it easy. So I will make a, I keep my, let's say my current fit, what fits it, okay? So then I'll say, what is I'm asking for my max, right? My max answer. Okay, I start from here. The first number, I insert this, right? So first I can always go up, right? So, okay, what's my fit array? Okay, my current fit array. Okay, my current fit array is 1, right? I can do this. Okay, then from here, I want to see, okay, my next, I'm going to go up. Okay, so so how far I can go up? Okay, I want to go up at least more than 1, right? So I need to go up at least 1. Okay, so that's my current strip. Then the next one, then I come here. Okay, here this one's done. Then I come here. Okay, so my answer is 1, right? So I come here. 5 is bigger than 1, right? So I can go up. Okay, so I put my 5 here. Okay, so my answer is 2 now. Then then so I need go at least bigger than 5, right? My next one. Okay. So if you imagine the next one is not down, okay. So let's make it easy. Let's say next one is up. Next one is there. Let's say it's all up. Then the next one has to be, in order to make it, next one has to be more than 5, right? So now, but my next one is 3. 3 is not more than 5. So I cannot increase my strength, but I will replace this with 3. Because for maximum of 2, instead of doing this and this, I can do this and this. It matches up, right? This up, and from here to here is up, right? So 0 to 1 is up, 1 to 3 is up. Okay, so let's say the next one is up. Okay, 4 is bigger than 3. So I can make that length of 3 now. Okay, so 4. Okay, then the next one is 2. 2 is not than that, so I cannot make it up. I mean, I reached the end. Okay, so so if I'm only having up, I know what I can do, right? So I just keep growing this string fit array, and if I have something that doesn't match, I'll just remove it. So for example, if I have something like this, 1, 5, let's say 2, 2, 3, 4. If my string, my string is all this, okay? So obviously we know is the longest is we can do this. Right? So how about I have 1, 4 here? Okay, just make it more complicated. So what I will do in this approach, right? I will first find the first up. So 1, 4, another up, 5, right? My maximum length is 3 now, but I know the optimum is 4, right? So when I get 2, 2 should be inserted here, right? So if I make the length of 3, I don't need 1, 4. I can do replace this with 2. So 1, 2, 5. Okay. I get 3. Okay, let's make this like another one, 7 here. I mean, let's make this 7. So 3 is here, right? So I would replace this with 3. Then I get the last one, 4 or 7 is all here. Let's assume if you have a 6 here, okay? So when you get here, when you get 7, 7 can be after 6. So you can put it there, right? So you can have 1, 4, 5. Let's say, let's make this another. Let's make this 8. Okay, for example, 8. Then you can insert 7 here. Okay, so if it's all up, same as if it's all down, right? So you can just do this. You continue build this string, this fit array. If there's something in the end, you can add it. If it's not in the end, you plug it in, replace it. What if the up and down? If you come back to this case, right? So initially I have 1, 5. For 5 here, so I build array, up to here, I got 1 and my 5, my fit array, right? My fit array is like this, 1 to 5. Now I have down now. That means I need to, if it's change from up and down, I need to replace it, right? So I need to go down by 3, let's say -3, okay? So then the next one is again down, right? So I need to go -4. -4. So if it's -2, okay, so -4 doesn't work. Let's say if this is 2, -2, then I can have, right, this reduce, right? If it's 4, -4 is here, right? I cannot reduce, I replace it. Okay, so it's basically you have a double index. The first index, you go through this number. The second index, you go through this your array, right? Your instruction array, and you just keep tracking it. And for this search, so this is, you go through this is n, right? For this search, you basically use lower limit, right? So that's log n. So you got n log n. Okay. That's actually a pretty easy problem to solve. So for the interest of this, here is how the code looks like. And I actually, let's just use the Benjamin Cheese USACO guide IDE. And I wrote this with a bunch of additional instructions, debug, right? So for example, let's take this case. Okay, that's my input. Hold on a second. Right, I read it in. I mean, ignore the debug. I'm just showing this. Right. So first, as I mentioned earlier, right. First, I'm trying to see is up and down or not. If up is 1, down is -1, right? You have to up by at least that much. Then you do a log and search, right, to find where is the position, right? If the position is all the way to the end, that means I can add 1, right? I can add 1 in the end. So my number increased by 1, right? So of course, then if I switch from up and down, then I have to restart, right? My position has to restart. My keep ST is my fit array, right? If it's not, if I cannot extend, then I have to replace, right? Remember, I just replace it with this. Right? So that's how it works. If I just run that. Going back. Give me a second. Yeah. So if I just run the code again, right? So at the first one, right? At the first one, I can extend, right? Then my list become 1, right? And then second one is 5. I can extend, so it become 1, 5, right? The third one, so third one up, right? Third one 5 is 3 is before 5, so the 1, 5 become 1, 3, right? Then I have to, then the next one from up become down, right? From up become down. So I become negative, and my list become -4, right? And then the last one is 2. So then the answer is 3 of them, right? So that's how it works. I will share this code in the class website, so you can look at it. That's a pretty straightforward problem. Okay, it's one of the, frankly, it's one of the easiest US Open problem at the platinum level I see for the past couple of years. Okay, homework today, just read this code. You will be able to understand it. That's pretty straightforward. what I would like you to do is actually study the ROI problem, 2021 ROI problem. That's what we're going to discuss starting from next week, right? So I'll provide, again, I'll provide this link in the class website. For ROI, there are last year's ROI, there are 6 problems going over 2 days. So the first, try to look at the first problem, candies. Okay, this is available on the online judge. Okay, so that is a problem, how to distribute candies. Okay. Time limit is 5 seconds. Memory limit is 2048. Okay, so look at this problem, and if you have not registered on the oj.uz online judge register, try the problem and try to figure out. Let's see whether you can solve it or not. Frankly, this problem, the first problem, is not that difficult. It used the concept we described before. Okay, look at it and try to figure out how to solve the problem, and we will discuss it next week, next weekend's class. Okay, good luck, and let me know if you can solve this. Hopefully, most of the people in this class is able to get at least the most of the subtask. So at least go to subtask 4, you'll be able to solve it. So good luck, and we will talk next week again.